And we're back.
And we're back. And we're back.
Nice. Check it out. So we're in the middle of the Agadas Ravachana. We're on the third story, and he talks about possibly a demon riding on the ramparts, riding on the walls of a city, and maybe doing something with wine. We are here at where are we? Fort Pickens. Fort Pickens. We are here at Fort Pickens, and we are absolutely blown away by the architecture up here. And we're literally on a wall. When it's
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeshiva Gula show alerting at Fort Pickens. You see some over there also. Some of these buildings are astounding. The brickwork. Saying like this, we saw a building that they said was built in the 1900s yesterday, in like the late 18th. We gave the second half of share in the late 18th. At the same civilization that built that building in the 1900s is the same civilization that built these unbelievable ramparts. This was not built in the 1800s. This is extremely ancient. And when Columbus came with Shibud, and all the Shibud came over and took over what's known now today as the Americas, there was a whole civilization here building these unbelievable buildings, and we just and then the Shibud takes it and makes it their own. They say, oh yeah, this was built in the 1800s, and they're like, oh okay, I guess that's possible. Even though all of the bricks, could you imagine bringing all the bricks here on horse and buggy? They had to be a more advanced civilization. This really blows my mind.
It's insane, bro.
It's insane, right?
And look at
Oh
that
wait,
sky.
I got the wrong
Look at the
what'd you say?
sky. Look at the sky.
Oh, the rakia.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you like the sky? I can do a sky, a stickle sky steig.
No, I'm saying like behind you, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. I soar like a sty. So I actually got the Gemara in Sanhedrin Davlamid test.
It's not a
that we
double.
learned yesterday.
Rabbi Yid. I soar
Yeah,
is not a double. It's like a double entendre that means the opposite.
I soar like a sty.
No, but like, and then I soar.
Right.
Like an
Like a sty.
eyesore.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. But also I soar like I'm flying.
Exactly. That's the genius in that Eminem line.
Sick.
It's called a double entendre, bro. A double
I never
entendre.
realized that before.
Yeah, it's a good line, right? I soar like a sty. Okay, like a
It's like
sky.
a Pashut Herenstein line over
Oh,
there.
yo, it's an amazing compliment. But I should be zochet to be on the level of Eminem.
Should I text
Eminem,
Schliggity Schlu or
Eminem is the
no?
greatest. Eminem is the greatest rapper of all times. Eminem is the great. I'll say this again in sheer. Eminem is the greatest rapper, and the distance between him and the second greatest rapper, Lil Wayne, is the biggest distance between any greatest at something and any second greatest.
But Lamaisa to be
It's really
mentioned
a
in the same
tell.
parish is a good compliment.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. So the third story, you want to text legs?
I did already.
Okay, cool.
I'm one step ahead.
Very good. Fine. So we got a little bit of sky vision. Let's change location. I want to go to be on those buildings now. Everything. Can you hold the Sanhedrin? Lamed Tes? Sky gods. Okay.
Ooh, wee.
Amar Rabba. Amar Rabba, as it says Rabba Rachana. Lididi Chazili Horman Bar Lilis. And remember, they said that there's a Tosfos in that talks about it. Some people say it's Hormuz. Some people say it's Hormone. Yo, Revinson, is the daughter of Lilith, is the son of Lilith a hormone? Hormone. Bas Lilith. Daughter of Lilith. Son of Lilith. Right? We were saying what an unbelievable building, and there's no way they're gonna expect us to believe that this was built by the same people who made those blobs earlier. This is just an unbelievable structure. Absolutely boggles the mind.
That's crazy.
Absolutely boggles the mind. There's no way.
Lamais, I've never seen anything like it.
Bro, they're all over, and they're not publicized. They're all over the flat earth. I think there are at least 347 star forts, at least on starforts.com.
Mm-hmm.
The ammo exit. Okay, here's a great place. New rifled, okay, etc. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, I saw Horman bar Lilith, Horman the son of Lilith, Kika Rahid Akufia Deshora de Mechuza. He was running. We were just on the Kufia de Meshora. I showed at the beginning of Shir. That was the Kufia de Meshora. It was the place up between, like it was a wall, but it was big enough to like ride a horse through it, The right Parsha and a parsha, which is like a horse rider. He was right. A kofia de shora de mechuza, and the Rashbam says kofia de meshora. So he was just riding. He was just running. A kofia de shora, al shine hachoma, on the teeth of the wall. The teeth. You know what that means? The teeth. You know, remember how it was sometimes like teeth, like those little bricks.
Mm-hmm.
You know those little bricks on a wall? Think about a wall in Jerusalem. They have like wall in Babylon. They have these bricks. These walls are all pretty like flat, you know. But on Shirei de Choma, he was riding on the wall where we just were of a town called Mechuza. Kirachiv chiyusa. So the part is kirachiv chiyusa mitata v'lo yachile. Hashade shahayirach biyoter. Oh, that goes a bach really, really what's the word I'm looking for? Really like gets there for us. Really does it. The Heliga goes a bach. Because the Hagosa. And we're back.
And we're back.
She was doing a show. Yo, by the way, this is sheer number 100.
I know, it's insane.
I know. I feel bad that Schliggs is not with us. But
I know. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna attack. Oh, Berbindle.
Oh, Shalom Aleichem.
Hey, brother. Shalom Aleichem.
Okay.
It's BB and Bebe.
Yeah, baby's there.
No, Bebe and
Okay,
Bebe.
so, oh yeah, BB and Bebe, good one. So he was Rachiv the Chiyusa, and the Bach here says that the shade, the demon, was too soft. And Chiyusa is a sus. She was riding a horse. Oh, Shalom Aleichem, Bear. Good to see you.
Aleichem Shalom, Rabbi. How are you?
Yo, we're in a star fort in Fort Pickens.
It's Gavald.
And we're steiging in this unbelievable area that we asked a lot of questions, and we talked about it earlier in Shir. So hopefully this will be uploaded soon, and we could do chazar on that Nakuta. But now we're back in the Gemara, Baruch Hashem. So it's saying like this. So I once saw this demon named Horman, son of Lilith, and he was running on the teeth of the wall. He's running on top of a wall in Mechuza. The right parsha Kirachiv Chiyusa. And so there was a horse rider that was riding, and he was running with this horse, right? Mitata under him. V'lo yachilei. And so even though this demon was trying to like stare him and trying to mess him up, he couldn't do it. Horman could not take down this rider. And so the shade maybe fell off. Now again, Bear Bendel.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of doing these agados.
What happened? Hello? David. Ah. What happened to
So
all you? Ah.
even when we understand the words of this Gemara, we might not totally understand like what is going on at all. And that's why we're also learning the Parish Hagra on this. And we've seen some unbelievable things so far. So right now, what we're trying to get is what's the story, and then we can see how the Gra teaches it, how the Gra learns it. Zimna Chada, one day, Hava Misargin Le Tarte Kudenaisi. So he was riding two different, and we don't know who was riding, the demon or this random rider. We don't know who's riding, the demon or the random rider. Hey, I'm supposed to mute this. And turned big. We're just gonna leave. All right, and we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. She goes, "Oh, good to see you, Shlomo Yaakov."
Nice to be seen. Thank
You guys hear me?
Can hear you, yeah.
No, I'm not muted.
Schliggity shlu?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Rebyad.
Thank you.
No, I turned it on. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh no.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, you do hear me? Okay, Gavaldik. So Shalom Aleichem Shligs. So we're doing at the beginning of Shir today. We were mamish on a wall. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back there, but we had to sit down. We're in Fort Pickens, and we're seeing this unbelievable thing. Said some big chidushim. Okay, but now we're in the Gemara. So he's riding on the wall. The shade couldn't beat this parash. This guy who's riding. Zimnacha. The one time he was jumping back and forth. Saragin Lake Tarte Kudenaisi, jumping back and forth between mules. The Kaiman Isre Gishrei, the Norag. And they were far from each other. It wasn't just that these two chamors were close to each other. They're jumping back and forth on these two chamors. On these two asses. Oh, you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Now we hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, so he's going back and forth from these chamors. I think that the Rashbam says that these chamors were really far from each other. Okay, here, Rebbe said, I want to go back to the ramparts, right? I'm trying to get ready. Mihai Lahai, Vishor Mihai Lahai, he was jumping from this one to that one. So he was riding these two things at once. And he was Shoar from this one to that one. This one and that one. This one and that one. Okay. Here, how do we get back to the wall? You guys got to see this wall that we were on. You can go down and then, oh, how do you go then? You have to go around that way? Okay, Schlegs, you're not going to believe this unbelievable building. I'm just walking down the steps and doing a big mitzvah of watching where I'm going. Every step is a mitzvah. I saw in the name of the Grot today, Harry sent me, in the name of the Grot today, that every letter of Torah we learn is a mitzvah in and of itself. Look at these buildings. Look at these unbelievable striggity structures. And they want us to believe this was built in the 1800s when in the 1900s, they couldn't build anything but a cement blob next to the star fort of Fort Gain. I know, but then in the 1800s, a bunch of slaves built this. And Schlig, this is just like a tiny part of it. I think we can go up here. Okay. So, you guys are not going to believe this. This is mamish where look at this. This when they say that he's riding horses on the roof. Believe this. You're not going to believe this. We don't know who built this structure. But we know it wasn't the same civilization as the civilization that built that horrific 1900s monstrosity that we saw yesterday next to Fort Pickens. Okay. So this is what they mean walking on top of the wall, riding a horse. I was thinking, how can a horse be on top of a wall? Okay. So one day, someone was riding. Oh, here comes the babies there in a nice legal way. What's that, guess? Y'all, look at this. Mom is walking right now on a wall. And he had in his hands 2 cups of wine. And he was pouring from this to that, didn't drop a drip to the land. And that day, by the way, you should say, oh, maybe it was a very mild day. No. That day, Yalu Shamayim Yordu Homos. The winds were going up.
Shalom Aleichem.
The winds
I'm
were
at
going
Blaze.
up.
I really can't hear you.
Taking someone up to the sky and down to the earth. Like the Gra told us in last shtickle, the Am Yisrael is compared to stars and to dust because they can go so high. Look at these buildings, y'all. So it was pouring and it was a very windy day. Until the kings heard about this, and they killed him. So who was riding? Was it the devil, the demon who was riding? Or was it that random horse rider that like we just don't know anything about, just that he was riding and that the demon couldn't push him off the ramparts? Who was riding? We would like to know. And we don't. So wait, but now we get to see the Rashbam. What is chus? Zog to the Rashbam. And we're back. So it says, the Rashbam says about the 2 cups. The Rashbam Mamash says, they're both full of wine. And he was pouring this on that. There, while he was riding, and he didn't spill even one small drip. Even though it was a very windy day, he says that the Yordei Hayam, the Onios, the seafarers, they were going. The Gemara, the psukim in Tehillim. I'll get that today. Sorry, I didn't have a chance. But we want to see exactly what the psukim, the girls are talking about the psukim. But the Rashbam is talking about in boats. They were going up and down to the depths and up to the heavens. Yalu Shamayim the Gomer. It says Pasuk Hu Gabe Yorde Hayam B'Sefer Tehillim. It's a pasuk that talks about the Yorde Hayam and Sefer Tehillim. And then they said, so that's when he was riding and he was pouring and he was jumping. Who was? We're not even sure. We have to see. Right, and then they says Ad Shamun, until they heard Bei Malchus of Ikadlu, and the Beis Malchus they killed him. Who's that Beis Malchus? Bei Malcha Desheda, the king of the demons. Wow, I did not see that coming. Schlig, you hear this?
That's Ashpadai.
Oh, Schlig says Ashmed Dizzle. I could barely hear you guys, but I heard Ashmedai. That's a great call. I didn't even think of that. But we have been talking about Ashmedai, talking about demons. It's famous school show that we're just getting our feet wet into. But we do have feet wet. You know, we're not going to say that we don't have hands and feet in the sugya, but you know, we don't have any more than the bottom of our feet at this point. But this is why we're staggering. We're getting more. The malchus of deaf demons. Oh, because it's not normal for a demon to show himself to a human. You know, they might be all around us, but it's not. What do they call it? Ain't darko. What do they say? Like it's not his path. It's not. Maybe it's not derech eretz. It's like, what's this demon over here going showing off to humans, making human friends? Ve'hargu, and they killed him. Mipnei shahayim migalei sodam, because he was revealing their secret. The demons, they love that secret, the dark secret of Derech Rishayim. The demons didn't want their secret to get out, and so they killed him. But if it's like Shlik says that's Ashmedai, but wait a second, Ashmedai, then who's the Satan? Yesterday we said that maybe Lilith was the wife of Satan that I saw once, maybe in a Christian video or.
I did research into it, and I was mistaken. It's a source that I found based on a midrash that I have to find the exact midrash. Says that Lilith is the wife of the Samech Mem.
Oh, but Samech Mem is the Satan.
So then, I don't know.
I guess okay. I could barely hear you. I have to put you up to my ear. Everything, yeah. I guess the sound maybe. Oh wait, and Schlegs, we're back.
I guess we're back. I guess we'll have to look into it more.
Samich Mem is the Satan. That's just the name that Chazal give to him. They call him Sama Aleph Lamed. We don't like what it means. Drugs. It's like it doesn't do with drugs, maybe. So you know when they say drugs is the devil, they're not without a raya. We're good, Rabson. We're good. We got it. Can I have one, please? A clunk. A clunk. Okay, so he says like this. It's not the derech of the shade to the heroes of Bnei Adam, and they killed him because he was revealing their secret. V'is the Amar Bey Malka Kesar. Some people say, no. It wasn't the king of the demons. It was the king of Caesar, of the Shibud Malchias, of the Roman Empire. Shahaya Yara, he was afraid Shalo Yidol HaMalchus Imenu, that maybe he'll steal the kingship from him. Shaya also Shade Me Adam Haba Al Shada Vahayadar Beina Anashim. This shade that they're talking about, this guy Horman, he was a shade from a human that had sex with a female shade, and he was living amongst the humans.
It seems like he could be a descendant of Esav, because the reason when I was Tushtel Schligsing it yesterday in Shir, when we said Horm is, because I remember when it lists the descendants of Esav, I think it says Hormuz or Hormuz is one of them. I don't know if there's a Tushtel there, but it's something to consider.
Oh, if you can get us a positive review.
I'm gonna look in the meantime.
That would be hugely relevant. He was afraid maybe he's gonna take the malchus from them, and this was a shade. Was a human. Unbelievable. I never even knew that such a thing was possible. And he was living amongst the humans. Do you know what that means? There could be, remember, like people always talk, oh, the reptilian, oh, they're this, oh, they're that. And Yeshiva's going to show we've always blibed hard on that thing that like there's something other than human. Oh, it's right? And they talk about reptilians, they talk about this, talk about that, right? But now we have a riot from the Torah that it's possible that there are some humans around us living amongst us who are actually half shade. That's why they call me Slim Shady. I'm half shade. It wouldn't make sense. How is he so good? How is Eminem so good? Slim Shady. I'm just saying. There's not no deal there. Okay. Now it is time to see the Haliga Gra on this Nakuda, on this Gemara. When Mom is learning about the ramparts, on the ramparts, I see the vision is the sky. That's great, but I want to maybe ask the Rebbetzin if you can get me with this in the background, because it's so crazy. Well, we learned the Gra. No, maybe you can stand there. Yeah, maybe we can stand over there. Oh, over here and over there. I saw Hormuz, the Gra says Hormuz, Bar Lilta, son of Lilith. In Yano Shenemar Vivdila Parocha Feina Kodesh Ben Kodesh Kadashim. So the Indian is that it's split between the Kodesh and the Kodesh Kadashim, right? The Amr Bazar, and it says in Zayar, Shu Chatzer HaKavod, Shu Mavdil Ben Clay Kodesh, then Clay Kodesh, you know what you use for a korban, what you use for maybe need to like a diet, it could be called Clay Kodesh. When they say like a person, his work, his parnasa is in like Torah or in tzedakah, he's remaining in Clay Kodesh, right? And that goes for editing Torah videos. That's Clay Kodesh. There's a difference in Clay Kodesh. Wait, but it doesn't say Clay Kodesh, so never mind. It says Clay Akol, the voice, like musician. Jehu Kodesh Kedoshim, the Yesod, the Torah, Utafila. So, by the way, anyone who plays instruments, listen up. Anyone who's a DJ, perk your igtons. Anyone who just likes listening to music and wants to do so with a deeper understanding of what music is. Hikshivu Ozen. Oh no, where's my pencil? Okay, pencil gone perhaps. Pencil gone perhaps. But I'll read it anyways, because it's the Iker. Wait, where was my Gemara now? Was I holding my Gemara? What was I just about to say? Something huge. Where were we? Right. Clay Cole. The music instrument is Kodesh Kedoshim. It's from the foundation of Torah and Tefillah. Big Kli HaOchel, HaMeichel, like forks and knives. There's difference. Shehem Agam Ken Kodesh. They're also holy. Kimamar Hillel, like Hillel says, Bo v'nigmal chesed lahada luvtza. L'kol adam, right? Okay. So this guy was like mean to all people, right? You guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So
9 minutes.
did
9
you guys
minutes.
see the background? This guy was
Yeah.
mean to all people. He was a lufta to kol adam. And still, let's go give chesed to him. Let's feed him a meal with the kli ochel, with the pots and pans. Hahu mina mipalga v'letatoi le'ad hormuz. Right? This is the Gemara Sanhedrin and Daf Lamed Tes, Amid Aleph. There was this mean, and he says, listen, the world is split up, binitarianism. The bottom half belongs to Ahormuz, who is this demon. He's a demon, and his mom was Lilith, but his dad must have been a human. Wow. Right? Because they're talking about Ahormuz. And they say he is in control of the bottom half of this world. Top half of this world, Abishter, bottom half of this world. Ahormuz says this man. Nira Sharatzalom Ribagu Le'ela Moda Shehu Miyuchad LaKadosh Baruch Hu. In the bottom half, he agrees that it is special for Abishter. Aval Ribagu Le'tata, but the bottom half is the Ahormuz. Kimasha Amar B'Zachariah, like it says in Zachariah, B'chi Tochlu, B'chi Tishchu, when you eat and drink. I don't know that puzzle. Amar Le E Evshar the Imkain Lo Shavik Le Vure Michle V'Mishtei. You say no, you can't say that that food vessels are kodesh, because even though you could do tzedakah with them, but if you say that it's kodesh, then you can never change dishes. So like it's not kodesh, but there is an Indian. Eating and drinking, that's part of this world, the eating and drinking. Ella shmaminat shegam hu kodesh. So we can infer from there that eating and drinking is also kodesh, and we can infer from there that the bottom half of the world that the binitarianists wanted to say was belonging to Ahormuz, or this demon entity, this trans. So we see that that's also kodesh, says the Gra. Right now, shake time, sure. So, Aval yesh b'nei adam shegam torasam v'maasehem einam ela lehispa'er. There are some people that all the good they do is just so that other people can see how big tzaddikim they are, right? Eino ela lehispa'er. It's only to be tiferes, so that, like, you know, people will think that they are glorious. What's tiferes? Beautiful. People will think they're beautiful. They learn Torah so that people think they're good people. Maybe. Look, I'm learning Torah. And look, I'm doing nice and tov. Look, I'm giving tzedakah. Right? Oh, look, Bill Gates gives $2 billion tzedakah a year. It must be a tzaddik.
How do you think he gets out of paying taxes?
Oh, Schlegs with the two Schlegs over here. Great comment.
No, thank you.
No, yeah, good one. I can't see. I'm not looking at the thing. Can you guys see this unbelievable structure behind me? Can you see? Let me see the view.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's crazy. Let's get this part now.
Shmuel, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Oh, I want to see that part. We can't move our stuff. Torah isn't more important than any of this Sheba research, but it's Torah. But right now we got 5 minutes to finish up Shir. By the way, Shir number 100 today completes 5 perfect months since October 7th. Obviously, we are learning in the schus of our captive brothers and sisters and all the soldiers trying to free them, and all the captives in the flat earth who are going around coming to this place and saying, oh, yeah, it makes sense, it was built by slaves in the 1800s. So the Amru Bazoar, and it says in the Zohar, Shehein Sitra, the Erev Rav. They're from the Erev Rav. B'nei Lilith. That these kids, these demons are the Erev Rav, says in the Greek quotes the Zohar saying. Omrim Naselanu Shem. Right? Make us a name. Right? Biminon Bekinishta. Make us a name and then something about a shoal. Maybe see what that is. The Anu Hema Kalu, but us they destroyed. Al Hormons, Abi Bagula Ela da Hormons. So a yid who eats l'shem shamayim, even his palga de tata is avishter. But a yid or a human who even his Torah and he's trying to look all stark, right? And he, right? So a yid like this, even his palgula ela belongs to Ahorm as this demon. This Hormuz bar. That's what we're talking about. That's who we're talking about. This Hormuz bal lilta. Here, show the bottom. Show the thing. This is what it means. This is exactly what it is. Show the floor. This is exactly what it is. This floor over here is exactly where this demon was riding. But not here in Achuza. They don't build structures like this anymore. Oh, Derek. Sha'amru, like it says in Rosh Hashanah, Dav Yudzayin, Ba'aleim Amra, Chana Hashem, Yichto, Mirivav, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Avinu, B'neim Domim, Le Shonei Kadera. Their faces were similar to a pot. Amar Rava, Inun Mishfire, Shavire B'nei Mechuza. Where's the most beautiful people in this town? Umaklion, Umakrion maybe. B'nei Gehenim, and they're called sons of hell. It's like Rosh Hashanah. So their faces are maybe a little round. That's how you can like see a demon. A little round face. I don't know. Pera Shapire. So what does it mean that they were so beautiful? Says the Gra. Kimasem eno ela his nose, because they're just trying to look so beautiful, right? We said the Tiferet is beautiful. They're only doing their meisim so they can look stark. Bahem, right? The kardom or bahem. The cordom for bahem. Right? It says it's their to dig with. Right? They're only doing it. The reason that they're called beautiful, these demons, these B'nai Gehenim, is because they do everything to look good. The Omer of Basra Dafkas, it says in Basra Dafkas, Ani Choma, when it says in the Basra and Shiurim that I am a Choma, I'm a wall, that we're on a wall right now. Zayin or Zeh, Torah. Vishadai can make the loaves, and my breasts are like castles. Elu Talmidei Chachamim. I am a wall. That's the Torah. My breasts are like castles. Maybe the castles on the wall. Those are the Talmidei Chachamim. And my mom is on the wall, on a wall right now, on a castle. Baruch Hashem. The Zosha Omro.
Look, a boat.
And that's what it means when it says, oh, nice, they got a boat for Ava Rachana. Great. That's what it means when it says, the right Kufa Teshora de Mechuzah is running on the Kufa Teshora. Look, running on this Kufa Teshora. Let's run on it. Ratzalom are B'nai Talmidei Chachamim. Shal Mechuzah, the sons of the Talmidei Chachamim of Mechuzah were B'nai Gehenom. Ha'izkim b'Torah liznaz b'hem. They were the sons of hell. They were dealing with Torah just to look sharp. They weren't doing it the same time. Now it's a big schus to do shear number 100 of the wartime ZOOMSHTEIG. We know 100